What's up, Instagram? How's everyone doing tonight? Got my glasses on. I just got these. I didn't even shouldn't even say glasses. They really are just like those nighttime glasses when you're staring at screens all day that kind of help you see shit a little better, but they work. So that's why I'm wearing them. But wanted to hop on live and talk a little bit about what I said on the podcast earlier, just in case. I know some people might watch the live that don't watch the podcast, but thought it was good, and I thought it's something that a lot of people could relate to. Talked about confidence. I think confidence is a thing that a lot of people could relate to, and I struggle a lot with. It takes a lot of confidence to be who you want to be in this world, because we're constantly under the pressure of people's opinions and stuff like that. It takes a lot of confidence to want to get on this, Instagram live and want to preach what you want to, because you have to be able to have enough confidence to just accept what people are going to say, think positive or negative, and just accept that, accept yourself and what people are going to view you as, So I think confidence really boils down to about one overall subject, I think. What's up, Ivy? How's it going? Got your book here. I think confidence is we have this lack of confidence is because we compare ourselves to other people so much, and we shouldn't do that, because we have to understand that people are in a different length of their journey beside you. So when you're comparing people, you don't know how much practice and time, and you don't know their journey to where they've gotten. So, you're really robbing yourself. You have to just understand that you can't compare yourself for those reasons. And you just have to do your thing. You got to learn to just accept the situations. You need to start accepting yourselves, start accepting other people for who they are. Sorry, I'm getting a little nervous. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people that we don't accept situations that we necessarily don't even have control over. Like, we don't accept ourselves for situations that we have no control over. What's up, Mikey? What's up, Jeff? Like, we don't have control over, like, let's say, a certain way of our family life growing up. So we don't accept ourselves because of, like, we feel like those things are burdens to our life. You know what I mean? We have to learn that the first way to building confidence is really just accepting yourself, and you have to have that self-belief. You have to be able to look yourself in the mirror. Like, something that helps, like, personally, I've only done this once, but it really helped me, and it's been a little while since I've done it. But one thing that I heard from, I think it was Les Brown, is write down. It was Les Brown or Tony Robbins? Tony Robbins, I believe. They said, write down the 5 reasons why you think you deserve your dreams. Like, write down the reasons to why you think you're worthy for your dreams, and it gets you to dig deep. Like, really, like you don't get that question often. Like, tell me why you're worthy of your dreams. So you sit here and you're thinking, like, because, like, I'm willing to put it on the line for my family, like, I'm hardworking, like, I'm willing, like, I'm loving. Like, you write these reasons down, and when you look at them, it starts to build confidence, because it starts to tell you and remember who you are. You know what I mean? So confidence to me is really just a switch in mindset. It's a switch in perspective from how it's literally it's a mental state. That confidence that you carry with yourself. You just got to really stop the self-doubt. Self-doubt is the first thing, and accept that, yes, failure is going to come. Failure is a part of life. Failure is a byproduct of success. When you can't become successful if you're not failing. You can't become successful if you're not failing. You show me a person who hasn't failed, I'll show you a person who's never tried. It's okay. You're going to fail. We're going to have those down parts. We're going to have, life is like this. You just have to accept it for what it is. But true failure is never starting. You got to start. So some things that we can do to start help with the self-doubt, look who you're hanging around with. What kind of people are you allowing to fill your brain and your thoughts? They say you're some of the first 5 people you hang around with. This is worth reading. I read this today, actually, after. Okay, listen to this. This is a quote from, it's called The Daily Stoic. So it says, above all, keep a close watch on this, that you are never so tied to your former acquaintances and friends that you are pulled down to their level. If you don't, you'll be ruined. You must choose whether to be loved by these friends and remain the same person, or try to become a better person at the cost of those friends. If you try to have it both ways, you will neither make progress nor keep what you had at once. So it's like, yes, it does. It sucks when you have to move on from a friend group that you know was holding you down because you love these people. You know what I mean? Like, these are people that you form relationships with. But look, you have a decision in your life to make. You either change your relationships for the better for yourself so you can become a better person, or you stay in the same spot for the betterment of those people. I mean, it's really that you pick or choose, but you can't have both. It doesn't work out. You can't have both of them. So one way, really, if you want to start feeling better and start really get around better people that are filling you with positive thoughts, love, the things that you know, not necessarily always need to hear because they need to tell you reality sometimes, but who work for you and want to make decisions for you in in not their best interest, but in your best interest. You know, those are the good friends that you want to be around, is people who aren't dragging you around for their best interest, but what's best for you as well too. That's a true friend. Be cautious, man. A lot of us, we're scrolling through Instagram all the freaking time. You know, I catch myself doing it. Facebook, we're getting flooded with so much negative bullshit that we involve ourselves in. So we got to learn to detach from the things like that, like these outlets that we don't think are having a problem, but just that subliminal underlying message of all the negativity. So just take a second every now and then, take a nice walk, put your phone down, and just think positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Get a book. Start filling your things and doing just simple things like that will just start the little subconscious triggers in your mind to start getting you think a different way as well. One thing that really helps with confidence, and this is like more so if you're like going towards like a skill or something like that, like one thing that really helps with confidence is raising your competence. Competence and confidence are so hand in hand. So constantly work towards self mastery. Like, if you didn't know how to do something and someone asked you to do it, you would obviously lack confidence in doing it, like in tell them that you could do the task, because you have no idea how to do it. So if you want to have confidence in yourself, raise your competence, start to study people, put yourself in a position where you could really learn and master the skill set that you're after. And then your confidence will be there. Competence and confidence, those two are working hand in hand. And have a strategy. It's crazy to me how many people do not have a strategy. Like, life goes by quick, don't get me wrong, but if you don't know where you're going, like, how do you expect to hit your mark? You know, have a strategy, and that will build confidence, because you break this realistic plan. Be realistic. A lot of people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but they underestimate what they can do in 5 years or a decade. So plan your life out, plan the month out, set goals that are realistic. And when you can see things on paper and break things down into daily, like, individual actions, you're like, holy shit, I can do this. If I do this on a daily basis, and I do that for 1 week, I'll hit this goal. And I do that for 4 weeks, I'll hit this goal. And you break down what seems so big and like, oh my God, I can never do that. But you broke it down into these like really small pieces and chunks, where just like when you now look at it, you're like, I can so do this, you know. It raises your confidence. It seems so realistic. So really break it down, give yourself a strategy. A lot of people, they don't, and they set themselves up for failure for the beginning. They set these really lengthy goals that are unrealistic, and they get nowhere close, and they lose confidence, and it just is a downward spiral from there. So start with small goals, really. Even if it's just like getting up before 7 for 5 days in a row. Start with small goals and build a role and build out self-confidence. That's what you need in the beginning of things as well too. So, I mean, that's just a real quick. I just wanted to hop on here. I thought the podcast that I shot today was really good. It came from the heart, and I really didn't think of it till this morning. So, but I was really excited. I'm really just happy with like the way things are going, you know. And when I come on here, don't think that I don't deal with my own problems, my own struggles. I am. And in a sense, this is like a relief for me to be able to talk. But I'm going through my own things as well, you know. I'm not perfect, and I don't preach to come on here, and I don't want people to think that I'm saying like I'm better than you or anything, like, and listen to me. But I'm going through a lot of my things and my own issues. I'm dealing with them. I'm human. I'm just like you guys. But I hope this inspires people who want to get on and do the same thing, document, push, and just show people their stories. Everyone's got a powerful story. I just want to give mine and preach my testimony, you know. I want to push people to just be their full potential, just love themselves and love what they do. Life is short, you know, and it's taken a lot for me to get to where I am, and a lot of perspective changes. You know, in life, you get two things. You get to an experience. You either pay the dummy tax of things, or you go through the experience yourself. And what I did is I was always the type of person that put myself through the experience. So I never listened to the people that I should have listened to, mentors and people like that. So I didn't avoid the bad mistakes that I could have faulted out of if I would have just listened to people. I was always a person who made the wrong decision and had to go through the experience. So a lot of the things I speak of, I just speak through experience. I've been a bad friend, I've been a shitty worker. So I know the opposites of what I speak from. So it's been a long road to where I am, and I'm really just so thankful. If you're on this live, you watched it at any point, you've watched a podcast of mine, you've left me a comment, you've responded to a DM I've sent of saying thank you. Like, I sincerely mean it. Like, you guys mean a lot to me. I'm excited to keep growing and keep pushing this thing forward. I got a new Instagram community too. It's called the Power Community. I'm really excited for that. Right now there's only 10 people in it, so it's still super low, but shoot me a DM if you want to be in that. And what it is, I'm just trying to bring a sense of community within this Orange County of people who just want to better themselves. We bring together ideas, if people just build connections, because we never know who the person that we're just right next to can change our lives, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of that too, if we just opened up our network with people in the local area and we can think people together, we can reach so much more. So that's kind of what I want that to be for. But hey, again, if you watch the live, I appreciate you. Christiana, Chris, Morgan, Mikey. Who's on live right here right now? It says I got 2 lives. Give me a little thumbs up if you're on here with me. I want to give you all a special shout out. Come on, don't be shy. Give me a little thumbs up. I don't know if it's lagged. Maybe there's no one on here. All right, then. Never mind. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thanks for hopping on. If you're watching this in the end, appreciate you.